Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. Hello. I hope you're having a nice day and I wish you good luck, of course, with your trade. So let's see what's going on today with the market, what to expect, and yeah, let's see also where the gold is going. And let me welcome all of you first. HA special request question one question. Okay, let me welcome everyone first, and then I read it exactly what you need. HA, welcome, and Shafi, nice to see you. Everyone, hit the likes button and share the stream as Shafi recommend. And of course, I'm very thankful always, Shafi, for reminding everyone. Thank you guys for your support. The channel is doing really great. I'm really excited to even expand more with this channel. And I see a big potential, of course. Shadi, hi KG, could you please analyze TSM and OKLO? Yes, let's write anyway the special request. So basically, HA, your questions are about the gold, so no problem with that. And Shafi asked before SNPS, which is synopsis. Okay, synopsis, something like this. All right, we're gonna see what is it. Then we have TSM and OKLO. Felix, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. The bearded chemist. Good morning. Paul, hello. Request for today would be UAA. Here we go. NCI. All right, NCI. And Oleg, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Oleg, I think very rare to see you in the live stream. Nice to see you this time. Hey, buddy, we need the DXY. Let's see the DXY for profit pulse FX. You're welcome, buddy. You're so much into Forex today. So, yes, let's move with it. Okay, we're gonna see, of course, what we're gonna. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna keep everything, but of course, for today, those are the special request, which is 1 hour for this live stream. Of course, let's start with Nasdaq, guys, at 13. Okay, let's say 14, and yeah, I will not forget your questions at HA. We're gonna see, of course, deeply the impulse from yesterday. Is it 3 or 5 waves? If 5, why did it fall? Okay, and after that impulse move, how would you micro count the bearish move? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna explain everything. Of course, yeah, I know what you mean. Why the things are weird for you, but yeah, that basically because of the macro level, and not you don't have to look so much into the micro, but knowing that the micro are very working perfectly with the macro level right now. But I'm gonna explain when we come to the gold. Let's start with Nasdaq. So with Nasdaq yesterday, if you go back to the video, I mentioned be careful from a very short wave 5, right? And this is exactly what happened. We got a very short wave 5, which it is even just 3 waves. Obviously, we have ABC and potentially here. Therefore, we have to start to count and a potential diagonal, knowing that the wave 4 did not interfere. So I'm still wondering if we're gonna take this as yeah, as diagonal or as a corrective wave. Now there is a problem here, guys. There is a problem. There is an issue. There is some lack of confidence in the market that it moves for higher. I'm gonna explain why. Knowing that we are still in an impulse, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 given very deep. Was the first signal that there is a lack of confidence. Okay, very deep wave 4, very close for invalidation. It didn't took it, and it moved higher again. And I mentioned be careful, it might be very shallow. You might take the high simply without taking the normal blue box this time. And that because, of course, the signals that we see. Plus, you can see that the scale of this move towards the upside now is getting slow. Yeah, it's getting smaller and smaller, right? It is somehow like showing some weakness again. And potentially, if this is a 3 waves here, which is very obvious 3 waves, we can not really consider it 100% this is a wave 5. what if we have ABC, right? And then invalidation given, right? Even if this happens and we move down, you might still be, of course, in a big wave 2, okay, which is still the scenario 0.618, 0.786, taken from this wave 1, which is the diagonal here, a leading diagonal, wave 1, and then probably you might seek after a very deep wave 2, and then moving towards the upside again. And because this might be turning, guys, it can be that this you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just here, as you can see, you have a wave 2, you have wave 3, and then you have a wave 4 and a 5. Probably that this is an A, B, and a C. After A, B, C, and then you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside. Meaning, very likely as well to have a wave 2, that it might, of course, still unfold a 1, 2. This is the first possibility. And it shows, of course, weakness, right? Now, we might still, of course, move for higher. It's coming, the scenario for it, but I'm going to tell you what are the key levels exactly first after explaining the scenario. So, basically, if we are moving for higher, we have to consider internally that this is kind of an ending diagonal. Okay, wave 5. And somehow finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. In this case scenario, you finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, in another big ending diagonal. Here we go. Somehow like that. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And as you realize right now, in this scenario, which is very likely to happen, we might see a wave 4 and then wave 5, finalizing the whole trend here, wave 1, moving bearish towards the downside. Yep. So those are the main prior scenario right now for Nasdaq. We're going to see, of course, how it's going to happen. Now, let's start with the key level and how to estimate the things. If we are moving for a wave 4, which is the priority right now, as a diagonal with this one, you might be in a wave 4 diagonal between those green levels, right? The target for this wave 4 might be hitting this blue box. Okay, which is, at the same time, if this happens, it is an invalidation for a 1, 2, 3, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be a wave 3. So I'm going to put the wave 3 potentially here. And then your wave 4 can be there. But your wave 4, again, should not get the invalidation price. Okay, so if we had in 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, still possible, of course, which is third scenario. We're going to put also the level for it and estimate the things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be possible, but I still see that this is a small, shy impulse in comparison with this one. And that means, of course, it might bring us back to the ending diagonal. And I think this happens, guys, here, since, of course, we start to get a very choppy price here. Here we go. From this high, okay, everything was perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished wave 3. Now the wave 4 was, of course, WX and a Y, wave 4. And then we start to move in like choppy wave, like overlap, right? Since here, we are simply overlapping. It's true we are going higher and higher, but is overlapping. And this is a signal, of course, of a little bit exhaustion, a little bit of lack of confidence, signaling that we are coming very close to the top. And therefore, I have to keep eyes open always, of course, what is going to happen. So basically, this is the next scenario here. If you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, the wave 4 here as an impulse, wave 4 as an impulse might be between those two fib level, which is 0.23, 0.38, which is exactly hit right now. Okay, so wave 2 is 2 candles. you're expecting wave 4 to be at least 4 or more candles. So you have hit now the 2 candles and you move toward the upside. So probably if we continue from there and we take the high, you might expect, of course, a wave 5. And the wave 5 is exactly still a little bit potentially can get this high. Here we go. Wave 5 to finish wave 3. Okay? And in confluence, by the way, because if we have a big ending diagonal, wave 3 as a diagonal, you will see the confluence perfectly. Here we go. Your wave 3 as diagonal, you would like to hit between those fib levels, the green box. So here we go. And I'm gonna write each one what does it mean. So this is wave 3 diagonal. Okay. In confluence with wave 5 impulse, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The confluence between both is 23K450. A very clear confluence. So therefore, if we might see here an impulse towards the upside, it might be, of course, hitting this area. Key levels for this signal to move to that price is, of course, confirmation for higher prices taking the high. Very simple. Okay, taking the high, meaning you're moving, heading towards higher prices. But always be careful. Once you take the high in a wave 5, it might be, of course, finished at any time. You have to follow the structure. The structure, since you start, for example, double 1, 2, you need 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. If the structure is finished before getting the fib levels, you have to, of course, be careful because it might be a potential scenario like that. Okay, so this is the key level. If we move higher, we might, of course, see an impulse. If we continue lower, you might be here in A, B, and a C for diagonal wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then moving for wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? Meaning this one is finished as an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somehow like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let me check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. Perfect. All right. So those are the prior scenario to be tested. Okay. Those are the prior scenario. Now, if the price moves lower, so much lower, and it starts to break somehow the parallel taken from those highs based on this low, meaning if the price move here, definitely you're moving to the blue box as a wave 2. Okay, and then moving toward the upside. That's it for Nasdaq, guys. Sorry, it's a little bit complicated, but yeah, we come to an area that it is very choppy. It opens several ending diagonals to top of the Nasdaq, and it is very, very critical area that we need to be, of course, very aware of everything might happen. So, yep, these are the possibilities. I'm gonna make it. So priority, to just recap in 30 seconds, you might be in a 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, we finish Nasdaq, we move down. You might be in another scenario, not finished yet wave 3, it might hit this target after 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, in confluence with the wave 3 as diagonal, and of course as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse. Finally, if we break everything, we move to this box to be tested this area in case you have 1, wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. That's it. All right, let's move for the SPX silhouette. Can't wait for the gold. Yes, it's coming, buddy. LB and Camel Blue, nice to see you guys. And Free Minds, hello. Could you take a look at Ferrari stock? Well, we took a lot of, we have a lot of special requests today, so it would be a little bit hard, but we can take a look. I mean, even I'm a little bit curious about Ferrari. I never thought about it. So let's see it. Okay, for SPX, let's start with SPX. Let's see, what do we have? Okay. All right. Yes, so basically also yesterday I mentioned be careful with SPX. I see like the wave 3 is a little bit shy, right? It should like move towards the 1.27, which it did not happen. And this opens, of course, the scenario of an A, B, and a C zigzag, especially that, of course, is this expanding flat here is a perfect scenario for a wave B rather than a wave 2. Why? Because you did not reach the minimum target. Let me put this wave 2 as an impulse. You did not reach the minimum target for a wave 2, which is the 0.38. You touch only the 0.23, which is much more likely to be a wave B rather than a wave 2. And this means might be, of course, a zigzag wave 1 here. With this zigzag wave 1, you might have, of course, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in case we are in a big diagonal. But of course, that is a priority first to experiment a wave 4 and a 5, and then finishing as ending diagonal here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But let me check first before calling this one. Wave 3 diagonal. Are we in perfect fib level? Yes. As you can see, we are in a perfect fib level for wave 3. The 1-to-1 fib level is not taken, and we're moving down. And therefore, you have to consider a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well before considering a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So targets to be tested right now for SPX are the following targets for a wave 4 in a diagonal. Again, here we go. 23, here we go. Those are the potential testing area for the SPX. If we fail and we move down, that means it is a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. All right. That's it for SPX. It's much clearer, of course, on the day. There is no so much shoppiness, like Nasdaq. And obviously, this is your correction. You move up to finalize, which is very close, by the way. But it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish it exactly like that, or it can be a bigger one. That's it. Great. Let's move for the gold. Let's see the gold. Of course, it is finalizing, I believe, this triangle, the long sideways triangle that we see, of course, for the gold here. All right. So for the gold, let's go for our chart, of course, to see everything. So basically, we have topped exactly in this area, right? Wave 3, potentially. And here, this is a very clear triangle, wave 4. And we're looking at an A, B, C, D, and currently you're looking for the wave E. This dump there on the 1 hour chart, of course, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially can be even only one impulse. I'm gonna explain. But what if we have 1, 2, 3 internally? Wave 4, wave 5 finished. To finish a wave A, you got a wave B very fast here because the wave E normally is very aggressive and tricky. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave C, which is a very quick zigzag, exactly as it should be for a wave E. And finalizing this triangle, of course, somehow in a zigzag and start the explosion toward the upside. In confluence with Nasdaq, it should work oppositely, meaning while Nasdaq finishing up, of course, the ending diagonal potentially, we might finishing up the wave E here and start, of course, to move towards the upside, which I find it a nice confluence, honestly, between both. So I hope that this answers your question on the micro level. Let's move inside it. Here we go. So here on the 15-minute chart, obviously you can count, of course, your wave 1 finish there as a 1, A, B, and a C, or actually W, X, and a Y, because you finish in 3 waves for a wave 2. Then heading, of course, forward here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? The wave 4 is not invalidated. All right? Therefore, you can count it wave 3. Having wave 4, which is not bad in alternation with wave 2, it's fine. Then having 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. So you have here kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I don't like it so much, but yeah, I cannot really complain so much about the micros. Yeah. In a bigger view, the 1 hour chart, this is gonna be one candle, right? So that's the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very clear 5 ways, and finished wave 5 over there. Potential finished wave A. You got the wave B, as you can see, A, B, and a C, 3 waves up, and you get here a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1 second, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. 3, 4, 5, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, definitely the wave 3 is longer than wave 1, so no problem. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it might be careful, it might be a shorter wave C. Okay, it might be shorter. Why? Because yeah, I see kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave structure finished. And all what you need right now is a wave C 5 wave structure. So we have to be careful. It can be very tricky, the wave E, guys. Very tricky. Wave C zigzag. Okay. Even we didn't reach yet the 0.618 uncommon target. So I believe, okay, we need to watch what's going to happen. Now, probably you still have a little bit lower prices, or you get here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, and then 4 and a 5. Okay, so we have to still be careful. But to be watched is 3,324, 3,290 for the gold. Yep, and in ABC, definitely. A, B, and a C. I'm pretty sure that this is a wave B, not a wave 2, because anyway, the fib level of a wave 2 requirement were not taken. Wave 2, here we go. 0.38 not taken, meaning this is definitely a wave B. Okay? So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. All right, so yep, that is for the gold. I have nothing yet to add. I see like the macro level here is working perfectly, very clear, ABCDE triangle, and even the micro level for this wave E is also very clear for me. And the 1-to-1 fib level or 0.618 uncommon target can be, of course, unfolding something very high. Plus the confluence with Nasdaq, which is kind of like finalizing this wave 1, and we might move a little bit for lower for wave 2, which should give, of course, a chance for the gold to unfold towards higher prices. Great, that was it for the gold. We forgot the time. Perfect. Let's put it, I think we started the gold like 8 minutes ago, so let's put it at 27. You're still gonna find it around it anyway. And the SPX, I think it took like around 3 minutes or 4 minutes, so we're gonna put it 23. Shallow wave B, yes, exactly. Because first you have two tricks. In a zigzag, wave B should looks like a blitz. Okay, like a blitz. You know what I mean? The blitz, like the thunder. And therefore, wave B can be very shallow most of the time. And preferably, the most of the time, it can be 0.5 fib level. But sometimes it moves like a very, very shallow. Yeah. And the second trick here, why you might get this option and not this one, for example, because the wave E also in a triangle mostly is the most trickiest. Why? Because it shows you a very aggressive move with a very shallow wave B, by the way. It shows you that this might be a big impulse towards the downside. Even sometimes it can like break out or break down the trend line taken, of course, from the wave A and the C, breaking it and showing a potential, oh, this is a breakdown. We're moving very massively toward the downside, right? And then it doesn't take the invalidation of the triangle. And then boom, explosion toward the upside. Explosion, yeah. And yeah, so that's why it is very tricky. Sometimes it works the opposite than this. It works that it makes like a very massive A, aggressive wave, and it makes a shallow wave C, hitting the middle, exactly the middle of the triangle, and then explosion toward the upside, while you think it might move even for the trend line at least. Very tricky. The most trickiest wave is a wave E. Yep, that's it for the gold. Yes. All right. I hope that this answers your questions, HA. Hopefully. Okay. Let's move on with Nvidia at 37. Nvidia is, of course, still looking for higher. Probably, yes. So what we are looking at Nvidia here at the 4 hours chart, of course, after an impulse 1-2 in the blue, you have a massive wave 3, right? Because your wave 3 is kind of like 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, 5, a 4, and a 5, a 4, and a 5, right? To finish a potential wave 3 in the yellow count, I'm gonna put it here in different. Let's put it white, smaller. And this is your wave 5, of course, in the orange. In the orange, meaning that you finish here 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4. This is a correction of the wave 4. Based on the wave 2, it is perfect alternation, right? Zigzag, sideways, and having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 right now is unfolding as 1, 2, and wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay, so everything is looking perfect as counting, and we're still looking, of course, right now for this wave 4, which it has hit perfectly the fib levels. Now, the required target for a wave 5 is, of course, there, but never forget, never that once you take the high, it is sometimes possible that you finish the wave 5, okay, only if you have finished a structure. If we move inside it, did we finish a structure, 5 waves impulse? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay? So probably it can be, unless, of course, further signals will be given later on as a 1, 2, another impulse towards the upside, meaning, okay, we're heading wave 3, we're looking for that blue box again as a wave 3, wave 5. Okay, so be careful from this trap, yeah, with the wave 5 always in the top. Okay, yep, so that's it for Nvidia. Still looking for higher, at least one more leg, but be careful if this structure finished and it moves aggressively taking the 886, therefore, okay, it's done. We finished a wave 3 there, we're moving for a wave 4. Okay, the wave 4, of course, is gonna be updated a little bit, maybe a little bit higher. Of course, we're gonna update it each time because the higher you go, the higher your wave 4 will be. So 152, probably, yeah. After it, we're gonna see. All right, next one, which is Palantir at 40 minutes. Okay. All right, so for Palantir, okay, we got the signal that we're moving higher. Again, Palantir is very, very tricky here, where we might have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, currently, this wave 5 might be invalidated, of course, as an ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once you take the 157. If you take this price, this is an invalidation, of course, for this ending diagonal, because let me check if I am taking it right. Let me. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So, because it's not allowed, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, the wave 5, this one, sorry guys, as an ending diagonal is not allowed to be longer than wave 3. But we're not talking here about the time. We're talking about the price. The 1-to-1 fib level 157 in price is, of course, becoming longer. This wave 5 become longer than a wave 3. And wave 1 is already longer than wave 3, as you can see, the 1-to-1 fib level. So once you get this, it is not allowed, of course, to be an impulse. Therefore, this will be gone. As the yellow scenario, you will be left here with a zigzag, A, B, and a C, turning into 3 ways down, 3 ways up, expanding flat, wave C toward the downside. So you have to be careful. All right. And if we take also in confluence, I would like to check this, by the way. Wave B expanding flat. Here we go. Perfect confluence for expanding a flat wave B. Awesome. So if you take the 157, which is of course making longer wave 5, and you keep inside the 1.38 under the 160, that is of course a wave B expanding flat. We're moving down. If the price breaks the 1.38, 160, continues toward the 1.62, also it is not allowed as an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 5 become longer, invalidation of this diagonal, meaning you are in a wave 3, double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. More bullish. Incredible, right? So, yeah. Very critical level for Palantir between very bearish and very, very bullish. Nobody knows. Because those signals can be also both. Can be both. Can be an A, B, and a C, or yeah, A, B, C zigzag, by the way, or W, X, and a Y. Can be as well. And it can be, of course, very bullish as several 1-2s here. Yeah. Very bearish, of course, expanding flat. We're gonna see. So let's keep up watching, of course, the 157 first. If we break the 157 or we take it there, therefore you don't have an impulse. You have to be careful from moving down until the 160. If we break the 160, we take the confirmation 162. You're moving very bullish. It's just one tiny area between the two directions. All right, Tesla 45. Let's see Tesla. Did we broke this triangle with Tesla or not yet? Oh my God, not yet. Okay, but you're in a wave E, so we are very, very close. If we dive a little bit inside it, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A, wave B, also very shallow. As I mentioned, wave E is very tricky always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, one more leg. It finalizes exactly the wave E with the trend line and moving toward the upside. Should be. Key level to be watched, of course, always. Even if we are in a triangle, guys, it can be something else sometimes. If you take this invalidation, we should be even less this time. Here we go. This is your next invalidation of triangle. If you take this 289 or 90, let's say, and you touch it. Therefore, of course, you're moving towards the one-to-one fib level. This was an A, B, and a C. And if this happens like this was double 1, 2, which is very unlikely because, of course, when you have double 1, 2, you would like to see this and not this. Yeah. So momentum is, of course, less here for double 1, 2. Higher potential, of course, for the zigzag. But the confirmation that you are in double 1, 2 is taking this level, which is not allowed. Okay. So 290, if taken, directly 161. A, B, and a C in double 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay. Otherwise, you are very bullish. I mean, not very bullish. This is the only bullish scenario for Tesla again as an ending diagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, zigzag, zigzag, another zigzag. The triangle is your wave B, and your wave C is target 528. Yep, that's it for Tesla. Next one is Apple. 47. Okay. Let's see Apple. Okay. Apple is still ranging there, is not really showing strengths, honestly. And of course, I mean, the price is very, very choppy as well, showing some weakness to move towards the upside. However, this high is still has to be taken. And if taken, of course, we have to estimate I would say regular flat, but potential also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe for higher. Because regular flat anyway, target is the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But Apple is probably recovering, but it is it's struggling. Yeah, it is struggling to recover. But I'm still looking at least to take the high here, moving for wave 2, probably, and then moving continuously toward the upside. Nothing additional to add for Apple. Okay, let's start with the special request with SNPS. Here we go. SNPS. Nasdaq. Yes, this is the one. Okay. All right. Yes, not bad chart. Nice choice. Okay. Let's start from there to see what do we have. Okay, leading diagonal. Here we go. Good start. All right, perfect parallel. So you have zigzag, wave 1, wave 2, A, B, C, zigzag, wave 3, wave 4, and then zigzag, wave 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then followed, of course, by a W, X, and a Y. You cannot call it running flat here because, running triangle, because you don't want to have a triangle here, A, B, C, D, E. Obviously, you have a wave 3, which means this is a wave 2, and wave 2 normally is not allowed to be a triangle, right? As rules. Therefore, this is a W, X, and a Y. And by the way, very obvious that this is a wave Y, 3 waves, where you have 3 waves for the W, for the X as well, and 3 waves for the Y. Perfect. So, basically, wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. We're going to estimate if the wave 3 is finished or not yet, of course, by diving deeper inside it. Here we go. Okay, let's check here. What do we have? Okay. Sorry, guys, I had to think a little bit. Definitely, this is a 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Or let's just take the 5 here first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, followed by 1, 2 again. Of course, we can take it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, big wave 1, but I'm gonna explain why not. Here we go. Why not? Because wave 2 is very shallow. When you have a big wave 1, what is your wave 2? Okay. Therefore, that is a double 1, triple 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your main wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so this is what we are looking for here. And then you have here a final wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put it brackets orange. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're coming to the micro even much more. So wave 3, currently you finish the wave 5 to finish wave 3 in the blue, to finish wave 4, 5, wave 3, 4, and a 5, big wave 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. All right, so basically this is what we are looking at on the all-time history. So let's arrange this in, of course, a folder. Okay. Now let's start with the lower time frame on the daily here. If you are in a wave 4, you would like to see, of course, continuation toward the upside. Now, very evident. Let me check this one. Okay. Yes, it's very clear. Okay, very clear 3 ways up. Okay. Impulse, correction, impulse, zigzag. 3 ways down. And you see here kind of like 3 ways again down. Meaning your wave 4, guys, finished already there. And it is truncated. Or a W, X, and a Y. And then, because I cannot take this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is a zigzag, okay? Therefore, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your wave 1 starts from here, then wave 3, and continuation. So let's start to count this. So definitely you have a big wave 1 here. Here we go. You have 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4, and a 5. Okay, so here is this the white, and let's remove this. Okay, so we're focusing there, and you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, invalidated here. 4 and a 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. Okay. Yep. So 1 second. This is the main wave 5 here. Wave 4 of this smaller one is there. Here we go. Wave 3, 4, and a 5. This is the gray scenario. Here we go. So you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, of course, for the yellow. This is here, somehow like that. Here we go. Okay, we got it. So final even 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. Did we invalidate? No. Oh my God. It was very close for the invalidation. Very close. Look, guys. And always the price has something to show, yeah? So let's snap the invalidation. Here we go. See the gap? Did not invalidate. And here we go. It moved for the final wave 5 here in the micro level. As a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is very, very close to finish because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep, so very close. I would say target for this can be, oh, yeah, wave 3 here. Can be very close, yeah, between very close to finish, guys. So be careful. Yep. And this is, of course, the micro level. We're gonna put it at somehow the daily. I mean, it's not so micro even, it's daily here. So based on the whole thing, therefore, yes, this is your wave 4. We're looking for a wave 5. Okay, so you might finish here a wave 5, wave 3 in the bigger time frame, and then heading for a wave 4 for this one. Okay, meaning back to the all-time history a little bit to see where we might go down after reaching the high again, wave 4, impulse. Here we go. This is your area that you might come back to it for this wave 4, this one. Here we go. Weekly, remove the daily. There you go. So one more high, taking the high definitely. I think it's gonna be shallow wave 5. I mean, it is already aggressive, but it might be a little bit shallow, or maybe even higher. But be careful. Follow the structure internally, and then you might get a wave 4 down before you continue toward the upside between $350. Yep, that was it for. It's a nice one. Synopsis. Okay. All right, that was it. So I think that took a little bit time, but yeah, 50 minutes. And TSM, we were at, okay, we are at 57. We need to move on a little bit faster because we're very close to the 1 hour. And here we go. Okay, so we did this before. That's nice. Okay, we are looking here at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3 to be done and finished. Did we finish it? You are in 4 and a 5. Okay, let's move inside. So if you are looking at a wave 4 and a 5 here, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That is not good. Okay, 1, 2 again, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it can be done and finished. Let me count this. So here you have like a 1, a 2, and then you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 3, wave 4, and this is your wave 5. Okay. Inside this wave 5, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 here, the final wave 5, is finishing up here in something corrective. 1 second. So okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So you have 1, 2 already here, or you can consider the 1, 2 again. Invalidation. Diagonal. You don't have any other option. It's a diagonal. It is an ABC wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay. There is no other option here. Wave 5 diagonal. Otherwise, you are in a deep correction. But I believe there is one more high. Okay. Because I don't see really finished structure. Ooh, okay. Okay. I see also a possibility. What if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? 4 and a 5. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, I think you have to consider a top here, guys. You have to consider a top. This interfering here, I don't like it. Whether you are in a diagonal here or you are in a impulse toward the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So be careful from it. Invalidation. Okay, still corrective. Even thought, still corrective. A, B, and a C. So I believe the diagonal, and then you move down. Okay, with it. That's it. Yep. Be careful with it. Anyway, it's not a perfect area. So 1 hour. So what I recommend, and no financial advice, is to wait. You're not interested. For me, I'm not interested. Yeah, I wait to see what's gonna happen. Maybe down. Okay, you can sell if you can sell, and maybe you wait until you get the blue box and you buy. Right. So just no financial advice. But OKLO. All right. Let's see OKLO at 1 hour 1. Okay. Here we go. So for OKLO, okay, we were looking anyway for this target, and it has been hit perfectly. Yep, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You're done, finished. Wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe one more high even. Okay, one more high can be very possible to finish a wave 3. No, this is your wave 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. 4 and a 5 to finish a wave 5. Here we go. One more high, I would say, yeah, because I would like to see clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish both. Okay, which is very close to the target blue zone, yeah, and it might be, of course, an extended wave 5, yeah, so be careful. You have a lot of confluence, 1-to-1 fib level, 93 wave C as well. So yeah, watch the 93, still the same, still working perfectly. Okay, UAA, 1 hour 3 minutes. UAA. Under Armour, we did this before. We did this before, and I don't like it. Yes. Of course, better chart, of course, to be impulsive. Now, it is impulsive here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But don't forget, also, it can be a zigzag, okay? A, B, and a C, and that you might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is yeah, very tricky. Now you can be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1 also, and A, B, and a C, and you move up. Okay, but no data history, nothing really interesting in this chart. Okay, so be careful with it. Be careful. The 1-to-1 fib level, A, B, C anyway might still be requested to finalize anyway here also, ending diagonal, because you would like to see 5-wave structure finished. Therefore, I'm expecting one more low. Very simple. 1-to-1 fib level still there. CI at 1 hour 4 minutes. CI, which is the signal group. All right. What is that? Okay. Not bad chart for all-time history, but very clear. Well, it can be both. Let me check. Okay, yeah, it is a wave 3. Yes, perfect. 1.27. All right, let's see what's going on. Let me start counting here. Okay, we have 1, 2. Oh, come on, trading view. We have, of course, here leading diagonal. 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, wave 3, 4. No, 3, 4, and a 5. And you have a big wave 1, 2 here. Obviously, this is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. This is a white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everything is fine. W, X, and a Y, very deep. Big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round. Okay. Potential also can be an A, B, and a C. Blue. Sorry for the sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. But yeah, it's still, even the 0.23 was not hit. Linear, yes, linear is hit, but still not nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, I have no other option. It is an impulse at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let's put it in brackets. Orange. Here we go. Look at this. It's the 3 waves. Therefore, something is wrong. 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. Yep. Again, very shallow wave too. Incredible. Okay. It has a lot of optimism, this chart. The wave 2 are very, very low fib levels. It means psychology is very strong for higher. I don't know why. What is that? Is a Signa group? What is it, guys? If you may, yeah, tell me, please. Here we go. Yeah, so it can be topped here. It can be topped for a wave 3. You're looking for wave 4, 5, but probably also finish wave C, so be careful. So what you have here is a 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, or an A B, and a C. Obviously, your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be finished here as a diagonal. And you're looking for a wave 4, of course, taken from this wave 2 to the wave 3. The target are 160 around. Yeah, 160 is the most common. And then continuation for a wave 5 later on. If you are in wave C, you might expect, of course, even lower. Okay, it can go lower. Yep. So that's it. Yep. Marshalls, welcome, man. I'm sorry, buddy. We have passed the 1 hour and we still have a lot of special requests. Guys, I'm gonna see the DXY because I have to go. I cannot really stay so much longer. And I'm gonna do the DXY. And sorry for the euro and for the Ferrari, guys. We don't have enough time anymore. It's a healthcare insurance for Signa. Yes. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you, Paul. Okay. So we were looking at what? DXY. Yes. DXY. Let's see the DXY. DXY. Oh, come on. DXY. Okay. The index. Here we go. So yeah, lately I was labeling this as a follow. We have W, X, and Y. That is true. Potential leading diagonal wave 1. Yes, that's true. And wave A potential as well is true. And we're looking anyway in both case scenario for a move toward the downside, which is still looking, of course, for ABC at least 1-to-1 for level $95. In confluence with a wave 2 fib levels requirement in a big impulse to unfold, of course, here as a 1, 2, 0.38, right? And then moving 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so yeah, very likely to hit the $95. Internally on the daily for this wave C, how it is unfolding. It is unfolding as follow. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already, of course, a zigzag here, very clear. So if you want to label this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry guys. So I had to think. 5 and then A, B, and a C expanding flat. Okay. Even bigger. Okay, it's a big WX and a Y. expanding flat, so W, X, and a Y here, right? And obviously the wave 3 is the shortest in this impulse, therefore it is something corrective, and which is not allowed, of course. And you have here an impulse again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now the wave 5 is finalizing, so you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 5 not finished yet. You finish the wave 1 of the wave 5 potentially. So you have 1, 2, probably. Can be even deeper wave 2. And you're looking for diagonal, can be impulse, can be a little bit deeper, but at the end, you're looking exactly for this. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Yep. That's it for the DXY. Okay, guys. So that was it for today. Thank you for being here. Sorry for the, for the other guys. My voice also is so bad today. Yeah, sorry guys for this. We might do it in the next live stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and I wish you to have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.